and be joyful and think of ducks. That's what I'm thinking. Yes. Hey,
That's
everybody.
not what I was going to say.
Welcome. It is Monday night. Welcome to MCU Mondays right here on Feast of Fandoms. I am your host, David. We're glad you joined us tonight. With me, as always, my co-hosts, Debbie. Debbie, how are you this evening?
Good.
Of course you're good. You had the day off again today.
And tomorrow and the day after, and then I have to go back to work Thursday. It figures because it's been like in the 50s for the last 4 or 5 days. And so when I go back, the high is 27.
Hey,
gosh.
I want you to
bitches.
I want you to know today was like horrible because it was in the 80s today.
Yeah, it was hot.
Yeah. But tomorrow is supposed to be like into the 50s. So
our weather's bipolar here.
Indiana is the same.
I mean, I wake up
the same day.
Yeah, exactly.
What was it?
Yeah.
It was like, what was it, about 4 years ago? I was living in a different city. My lawnmower man came in mowed, okay? And he no sooner got done mowing my yard than it snowed.
Oh, gosh.
And then like 4 hours later, we had extreme thunder and lightning and torrential downpour. I was like,
and then the next day we were in the swimming pool.
That's why Debbie's a hermit, because she never knows when it's okay to leave her house because
this
weather
is true. I never know how to dress. I don't know if it's gonna snow, rain, or we get tornadoes all the time up here. So
gosh.
Also with us tonight is Andrew. Andrew, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Andrew is not suffering through tornadoes, but anyway.
Well, fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Anyway, again, we're glad you joined us. We've got a lot going on tonight. We had a trailer for Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man drop. I don't think we've discussed this, and I don't think we're going to discuss it on the show. We might just kind of bring it up in passing, mainly because the way I see it, this isn't really geared toward our age. I might end up watching it because I'm sure Samuel's going to be interested in it. But
I'm watching it because I'm a Spider-Man fan.
I might watch it.
We'll see then. Maybe we can put that on the back burner and just say, okay, once the whole season's done, is this going to be dropping the whole season, or is this a daily?
I'm not 100% sure on that.
Okay.
I think I don't know if the trailer says like 2-episode premiere or season. I don't know.
Maybe we will just. We're going to look at the trailer here in just a minute, so don't worry about it. But maybe we'll just take one episode and talk about the whole season. We'll see. Anyway, all that being said, let's take a look at that trailer. And we're going to try this again. So help me, we're going to try this. And hopefully, I think we had some technical issues last week. So we're going to try it this week. But I'm going to run the show. We'll see what happens. So let's take a look at this Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man trailer. If it gets choppy, Debbie, go like this. And just let me know, and I'll do my backup plan. So,
Peter, you're gonna be late.
Sorry, man, I'm okay.
Hey,
Oh,
Petey's always been a bit clumsy.
you know me, clumsy Petey Parker. Help! Mr. Campbell, I remembered I left something in the bathroom. Deuces. Parker out.
Superpower size kid, know you want a neighbor like me. Look out.
Somebody help me! He's running, grab him! Gotcha!
I thought it was dead meat. Check out our next victim in his dumbass costume.
Is my suit really that bad? Ouch.
Oh!
Watch out for that ladder!
Just consider it a good deed from your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. That's me, by the way. I'm Spider-Man.
There we go, there we go, there we go again. Swinging through the city so fast you could barely notice him.
I truly believe that I have these powers to help people, to protect them.
Need my city, you need me. Taking off the mask, I know what you see. Know you want a neighbor like me.
You're Spider-Man. With my help, you'll achieve greatness.
Oh man, this suit's incredible. If you ever need another butt kicking, just look for your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Oh, you want a neighbor like
And no, you may not be excused from said test. Ah, nice of you to join us, Mr. Parker. See me after class.
All right. So, thoughts on this? Oh,
It's a trailer. You know,
it is a trailer. It is a trailer.
I surprisingly liked it. I didn't think I would, but I do, and I just might watch this series. In backstage, Andrew was saying he liked the animation because it looked comic book. I have to agree. I think it looks really good.
Mm-hmm. And I know that's a lot of people's complaints. Actually, is the animation. That's on Twitter. That's what a lot of people's main complaint was.
Luke said the same thing.
Looks kind of choppy to some people.
He doesn't like it. Doesn't like the animation style.
Really?
Which I'm fine with. Yeah, it looks like the comic, or it looks like comic books. At least today's comic books versus yesteryear's comics. But still, it looks like it was a drawn comic book. So
yeah. I like it. I like they incorporated the old song, I guess you could say.
The original.
Yes, the original. So I don't know. It looks interesting. We'll see. I'll give it a try. Give it some episodes. I don't know how many episodes we're getting, but
I could probably look it up real quick and just see.
I was going to say now something to remember about this is not related to the MCU.
Yeah,
if I recall correctly.
No, it's not.
Kevin Feige has come out and said it is a Spider-Man property, but it is not MCU related.
It'll be 10 episodes based on just initial research, but I'm guessing the episodes will be like 25 minutes long, maybe 25, 30.
Be a Saturday morning cartoon show.
Yeah.
It just says streaming January 29th. It doesn't say anything about a 2-episode premiere or if it's. It kind of sounds like it's all dropping.
Yeah, because usually
dump the whole season on us on the 24th.
Yeah, because usually it'll say like 2-episode premiere if there will be one. So
if they're dropping the whole thing, then I could binge watch it.
Yeah,
like I do everything else in my life.
I'm curious to see who they're because we really didn't get a look at any of the villains, any of Spidey's villains that he could or could not be facing. We've got the the fire guy, and he's beating up the random teenagers in the alley, but that's about it. Deuces, Peter out.
Yeah. And who knows, this might end up being like overly silly. I mean, I'm gonna have to go into it knowing it's not necessarily for my age range.
Yeah.
So some of the jokes might feel a little silly, but that's also not, for the age group it's for, it makes sense.
So yeah. I'm interested. I will I don't know that I will binge watch the whole thing, but actually, if Samuel is interested in it, then chances are I will have to binge watch the whole thing. Like we got this guy, this fire guy, seems to be one of the villains, but we don't have any recognizable in that guy, whoever he is with the metal legs. Nobody recognizable as you don't have rhinos, you don't have Doc Ock. You've got Osborn, Norman Osborn, which we all know becomes the Green Goblin eventually, but still, that's not there's no indication that, in fact, the indication here is that Osborn is helping him. So maybe in this universe, Osborn's a good guy. Who knows?
Yeah. And I'm guessing with how close it is to the release date, this might be the only trailer we get.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it will be.
So, but it does what a first trailer does, where it doesn't give you everything. It's just a little hint.
That's the way I like it.
Yeah. So there's probably, well, not probably, they're the villains that are in the series. We're not seeing the main guys. So
I don't know. Honestly, I wouldn't be mad if they didn't do like a main villain.
Mm-hmm.
If it was
There might
more
not
of
be any villains. It might just be
it might be him beating
Get
up
this
bank
bot out of
robbers.
here. There's a bot in our comments.
it might just be him with like neighborhood stuff. Because it is friendly neighborhood
like
Spider-Man.
Mhm.
just typical muggings and carjacking, bank robbery.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I'm fine with
Because
that.
this Peter Parker has probably only been Spider-Man for like a year or two,
I would say
depending on.
I would say he's just barely getting started.
Yeah.
In fact, it honestly would not surprise me if the first episode was another origin, like we're gonna go to the lab and get bit by the
Mhm.
spider kind of thing. So
Yeah, might be one of those things to get a new generation going.
maybe
That's
maybe.
true.
But
I forgot what the
Spider-Man's
original name for the series was called because they did a name change.
Freshman year.
freshman year.
Yes, that's
yeah.
right. Okay. Okay, so then that tells us he's
Yeah, it's
probably
his year
him.
of being
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Yeah. So there you go.
They could have gone 4 seasons: freshman year, sophomore year, junior year, and
Right.
senior year, and then senior year is the last season.
And then freshman year, and then Spider-Man the college years.
Yeah,
You know, like Saved by the Bell. There you go.
Spider-Man the undergrad, Spider-Man
Right.
the master's degree, Dr.
Spider-Man gets married. Spider-Man
Yeah.
has a
His
baby.
kids. Yeah. Spider-Man has spider babies. Spider-Man has grandbabies. Spider-Man has great
Spider-Man
grandbabies.
can't get a job, lives in a trailer park, and is supporting Mary Jane by doing nothing.
By doing content online.
Anyway, so that's gonna be interesting. It'll be well worth watching, I'm sure. Amazing or Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, Marvel Animation, January 29th, only on Disney Plus. So get your tickets for the show. It'll be fun. Well, speaking of Marvel animations, we had a new one drop last week, and it's Captain Carter season 3. I mean, What If season 3?
Not all of it was.
Not all of it was.
Surprisingly
Just like the last
so.
Two.
It was like
Two
the last 2
episodes.
episodes.
I know.
yeah.
My hope was going. All right, no more Captain Carter, and then it's like,
Honestly, I was gonna say the last episode wasn't gonna surprise me if the last episode was Captain Carter, and then when they made not only the last episode but the second to last 2, I was just like, here we go, and here we go, but we'll get into that because we will. So, first episode, we've got Hulk and the Mecha Avengers. What if Hulk fought the Mecha Avengers? And we've got a new slate of Avengers. I don't even remember who it was. All I remember is that Captain America was not Rhodey. Sam Wilson was Captain America. He does not trust Banner. I love the fact that they got all the names, all the main actors back for the characters. So that always is that's always good because that ties everything together, that relates everything, even though it is animated. But basically we had a episode of Gundam, or what was that Pacific Rim.
Yeah.
Pacific Rim.
It was all right.
It was all right.
yeah. That kind of sums up this season. All right.
It was all right. It was all right. The Gamma War was brought up. I know that's been a big issue in the comic books, so that was kind of one of those cool little Easter eggs that the nerds are looking for. So I'm glad that was there. What else?
There was a whole army of that Gamma beast. And,
Yeah, you had Banner tried to get rid of the Hulk. The Hulk fought Banner more or less and created Gamma Beasts. And then there was an Alpha Gamma Beast, and they thought they defeated them all, and they lost a bunch of people. But I think who was left? There was Monica and Sam, Monica Rambeau, Sam Wilson. Who else was left? There's only like 4 or 5 of them. Wasn't a whole lot.
Gosh. Oh, Moon Knight.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of them.
Yeah. So anyway, but
Bucky was also in this
Bucky.
one.
Yes. Heaven forbid we forget.
Remember that.
Heaven forbid.
I fell asleep during this episode, so
that's how you know it's bad. Is if Debbie falls asleep and there's
the
Bucky.
second time I fell asleep the first time. I watched the whole series and I thought, okay, I'll go back and watch the first one, and then I fell asleep again. Well, I don't know, man. It was something about that episode. I just.
Hey, I had an episode like. Did you have an episode like that this season, Andrew?
No, I can't fall asleep when I watch stuff.
Oh, I had one, but
I come close. Usually, what I'll do when I feel myself starting to fall asleep is I hit pause, fall asleep for a few minutes, so that when I wake up, I know I didn't miss anything.
Gotcha.
See, I just fall asleep, and next thing I know, it's 2 episodes later. So. Or my son's going, Mom, are you awake? Mom,
you're missing it. Let's see. So, yeah, that one was just whatever. Yeah, whatever. It wasn't what if. It was whatever.
Yeah.
All of these, by the way, have actually it was the last 3 episodes where we kind of started getting into a story.
Yeah.
Where it was like all 3 of the last 3 episodes were all connected in some way.
I think that's what makes this series, because I binged it all today. That can make it tough when the episodes are all kind of standalone, because you feel like you're just like stuck in place.
Well, and in my opinion, they all kind of need. I mean, the What If series of comic books were all like they were just one shot standalone comic books. There wasn't any further explanation needed. And here you've got the Watcher, and it was good to incorporate that. But then when you say, okay, well, we're going to take that Watcher character and we're going to do a story behind him, I think you kind of lose me, because it's like I want what if. I don't want what's going on with this guy. Let him be a Watcher, let him watch, and let things pan out the way that they panned out, the way that you had planned them. So, but next episode was that Debbie's favorite? Was the second one?
The third was her favorite.
Oh, the third one. What was the second one? Was that Agatha one?
Yes.
Yeah, Agatha.
Yes.
Yeah, that was one I fell asleep in. God almighty.
These episodes make 25 to 30 minutes feel like an hour and a half.
That one was brutal. That one I tried. I watched it the first time. I dozed off. The second time I tried to watch it, and there was stuff going on in the background, and I was just like, I could not focus on it. I tried to watch it again this evening, and I'm just like, I got about 10 minutes in, and I'm just like, I can't watch it. I'm sorry. It's just not appealing to me. The whole first like 5 or 10 minutes of it is this song and dance number.
I know. Yeah.
And it's Howard Stark making a movie, and I'm just like, this is dumb. This is just stupid. So I just and I think because of the fact that you bring in one of the Eternals, and I was just like,
Kingo.
Yeah, the Bollywood guy.
Yeah. So I was
it was all right. Not my favorite.
I got through it.
Agatha was. I think that was one of those ones where they knew Agatha all along.
Right.
Would have done well or was going to do well. And so, and plus, let's face it, the first time we see Agatha in WandaVision, she's like a popular character. So, and it's like, okay, we're going to cash in as much as we can on this character. And this was just I
kind of wish they would have done something different.
Yeah.
With Agatha on this one.
They probably had her record those lines while like on the set of Agatha.
It wouldn't surprise me at all.
I mean, it wouldn't take but just a couple hours probably to get the couple takes, and then you're done.
Anyway, anything fun on this one with you guys other than it was just boring?
No.
All right. Okay, Debbie, go ahead. Episode
Now
3.
we're
This
getting
was
into
my
some good
favorite
stuff.
episode.
Yes,
but-
And I'm
starting to-
hoping the interaction that we got between Red Guardian and Bucky is the same that we get
yes.
in Thunderbolts,
Mhm.
because
I thought it was good. I mean,
yeah, I thought it was.
it was
Yeah,
definitely
I
a
like
pickup from the
this.
first 2 episodes. So
Yeah.
comparatively to the first 2, it was a lot
I'm
more
sorry,
fun.
you keep saying Red Guardian. His name is Bob Toledo.
Yeah, Bob
Okay,
Toledo.
Bob Toledo.
Well, I figured if I said Bob Toledo, everybody'd be like, she talking.
Yeah, people need to go watch the show. We are
People will be
talking
like,
spoilers.
Why is Bucky, or why is Bucky hooking up with
Bob Toledo.
What a name.
I was like, what? Yeah, what an alias there.
So it was hilarious. I like the guy that they have playing the Red Guardian.
David
Harbour.
I know that Black Widow was not one of the more favored of the Marvel movies. I think it was released at the wrong time.
Yeah,
They should have released that
during the Infinity Saga.
Yeah, well, they should have released it in between Infinity War and or between Civil War and Infinity War.
Or Infinity War, yeah.
Yeah. So I thought it was, I like him. I think he's hilarious. He carries the character well.
I like him from Stranger Things. He's really good in that one. So
Very
I've
good,
liked him.
I liked him
since
before he was
Stranger
popular.
I mean, he might have been in some other stuff. I don't know, but
And
I
of
just know-
course, Debbie's not going to tell you this, but her real favorite thing of this episode was not him. It was Bucky.
Damn straight.
Called it. Called it.
Who could have called that? Oh,
Sebastian Stan all day long.
He was in several episodes this one, wasn't he?
yeah, the first one and third one.
Well, see, I probably fell asleep before he came on the first one.
I don't think I think he had like one line in the
He was just,
there.
he was
just kind of a background player in that one.
Yeah.
Well,
Your foreground players were Bruce, Monica, and Sam.
because he looks like he does in Winter Soldier with the short hair versus episode 3. I'm sorry, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And then episode 3, he looks like Winter Soldier.
So
yeah, this one by far was my favorite. And like I said, I hope the romance or chemistry, whatever you want to call it, between him and Bob Toledo continues in Thunderbolts. I'm really hoping I mean, it doesn't have to be constant, but just so as we got some of that bickering and insults and funny shit in there.
Oh man.
Okay. All right.
And then
Andrew, did you have anything fun about this episode?
Not much, nothing new. I mean, I liked the back and forth between Red Guardian and Bucky. And that they brought, I can't remember his character name, the guy from Ant-Man and the Wasp that was going after him.
Goliath.
Goliath, yeah. I like that they brought him back.
Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah, yeah.
Lawrence.
I thought that was cool to see him back.
I can't remember his.
Yeah, I don't remember his
alter ego name.
Yeah,
his alias name.
Yeah. So.
And they got Lawrence Fishburne to voice it too, which was great.
I thought that was cool.
Awesome.
I'm realizing how little happens in these episodes now, and I'm trying to think of highlights, and I'm like, well, we just discussed everything.
Yeah.
I don't really have anything else to add.
I was going to say each of these episodes is like 20 to 30 minutes long. I mean, and that's not counting, or that is counting
credits.
like
that is
that's counting 8 minutes of credits.
Yeah.
So these episodes aren't like hugely long. So season 4, episode 4 was my
I like
Well,
this
when it
one
when
a
it
lot.
first came out, that was my favorite. I loved it. What did you
Weird
not like about it?
concept. It was a weird concept at first. I was like, what are they doing with this? As the episode went on, I enjoyed it.
So this one is, what if Howard the Duck got hitched? It harkens back to season 1. I think it was season 1, where Thor
think
had
so.
a big party, and again, you get Chris Hemsworth as the Thor voice, even though it was probably just left over from last year.
And Tom Hiddleston.
Tom Hiddleston was in this one.
And he referenced Glorious Purpose. I don't know
Yeah.
if you caught that.
Seth Green did the voice of Howard the Duck again, and then of course you got Kat Dennings doing Darcy. But Howard and Darcy meet at Thor's party. They hook up and they have a kid. Well,
Well,
they have an egg.
they have an egg. Yeah.
Don't ask me about the science because I'm not going to try and explain it. But they have an egg.
Let me get my whiteboard out real quick.
No, don't.
No.
But anyway, they got this egg, and this egg has some kind of super.
Because it was born with the
interdimensional
planets
being.
aligned.
Yeah, it was born
That's
with
the
the
thing,
planets
yeah.
aligned, and everybody wants it. You've got oh gosh, what's his name? From
Grandmaster.
You got the Grandmaster wants it. Grandmaster wants to eat it.
Yeah.
Yondo.
Nick
Yeah,
Fury.
that was cool.
What did Yondu want it for?
I think to sell to the
client.
collector.
Was he going to sell to the collector?
To the
course.
collector, yeah. And then he gets to the collector, and collector's no more. Collector was collected.
The Frost Giants, they weren't really trying to get it, but
No, they had a ski resort.
They had a ski
Yeah.
resort where they were hiding out. Loki was running the ski resort. So, and I love the fact that he had the frozen the Loki horns, but they
Yeah.
were all made of ice. That was great. You know, make sure you leave a decent review for us. Blah blah blah. And then eventually it was they ended up in a valley. All these factions are coming in after him, and the baby hatches and destroys everybody, and except for Nick Fury. Oh, that was one that I don't. No, Sam Jackson did do Nick Fury.
Yeah,
there was one of
he
them
did.
that didn't.
It was
have
Jeff
the-
Goldblum. He did
Yeah.
not do
Goldblum.
Grandmaster.
That
It's
was
this
the
guy
one.
that
drove me
does.
nuts.
It's a guy that does an impression of him.
He's not. I mean, he's good, but it's not. He's
There was
noticeable that
some
it's not.
parts where he was good, and then there was other parts where it just took me right out of it, and I was
Yeah.
like, I don't know what
You're not
happened,
just
but
stop.
Right.
yeah, that just threw me off.
Too many like hey ho he ha hoo. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It was weird.
Anyway, I liked the episode, and
Yeah, I did too.
Of course,
It grew on me as I was watching it,
Yeah.
I thought it was funny.
and compared to what's to come, you know.
I thought it was funny because they were trying to protect their baby. They were worried about being bad parents. They're trying to protect it from all these different factions, and all these different factions just keep popping up. And they're like, "Oh, here, we'll hide you." And then as they go in to hide them, it's like, "We really want your egg," and they're trying to steal it. I just thought it was humorous to me. I found it funny.
Mm-hmm. And Howard was man, Howard the Duck is hilarious too. Seth Green is with like the baby, and Howard's like, he says something about like, so not like it's not important or like it's not special, and Darcy's like, hey, he's like, oh, it's with Darth Mew or whatever. I don't remember.
It was funny.
But yeah, it was funny. Yeah.
All right, next one. What if the emergence destroyed the Earth? I did not care for this episode. Mainly because they were using characters like they went into
Is this the one
Riri.
with Riri? Oh, Riri, yeah.
Riri, yeah.
And I was like,
Riri.
who is Riri? And it finally clicked, and I'm like, oh, that's Ironheart. Okay, that's what they're doing. They're bringing Quentin Beck is in this one. I don't think that what's his name came back for Quentin Beck.
No.
That was
no.
Jake Gyllenhaal. I don't think he was
No.
there.
I saw the name, but I don't remember who it was.
So that's the name that wasn't carried over. But basically, the emergence, the Eternals didn't show up on time. The emergence blew up out of the Earth, and Mysterio is using his illusions to basically control the Earth. control the Earth. Riri has some way of defeating the illusions, but it's the White Vision. White Vision is constantly after them. That's like Quentin's go-to guy. There's a resistance out there that's it's Riri, it's Wong, it's
something Yawin.
Yeah.
I don't remember her name.
Is that the one from was it the lady from Shang-Chi? The mom? Or the aunt maybe?
Probably.
I think there was somebody from Black Panther there too.
Yeah, I think one of
the yeah.
So anyway,
one of the cards.
They're all trying to fight her, and Riri makes a suit. Riri ends up disabling White Vision and then makes a suit out of White Vision's skin.
Yeah,
y'all figure that one out. And this is the one where we start diving into the Watchers storyline. I take that back. I thought it was the last 3 episodes, the last 4 episodes, because this is the one he starts this one off and he says Riri dies in every version of this universe. Riri dies. And so every alternate, and then at the end when she's about to give up, when she's about to die and give Quentin Quentin ends up wanting the Vision armor for himself so that he can become immortal. And he tells her all your friends are dead. She loses hope. He starts stealing it from her, and the Watcher pops in and says, I'm not going to let it happen this time, and says, you need to stand up and fight. Your friends are fine. And she stands up and fights and kills Quentin. And then the other Watchers show up and say, we need to watch this guy because he seems to be doing something against our order. We will watch the Watcher, as it were. And that was the last of that episode. Anything fun out of this one, Debbie? Were you impressed with this one at all? No, I wasn't either.
Yeah, I didn't care. Right.
Andrew, anything special out of this one?
Not really.
I thought the only thing I liked about it was that the Earth had been destroyed and it was in like chunks and pieces, and they had, bases in the Titanic and stuff because apparently that survived.
Tough part is I'm not big on Riri Williams as a character at the moment from what I've seen of her.
Same.
I'm hoping Ironheart changes my mind. Like I'm hoping once we have time, like more time to spend with her, that
I think a lot of the problem with it is right now the fact that they introduced the character in one of quite possibly the worst Marvel movies, and she didn't get a good proper Wakanda Forever. Yeah, that was one of the worst. I'm sorry, that movie was horrible. I couldn't. It was too long. I did not care for it. It was. I think Chadwick.
I thought they did the best they could with given their situation.
I didn't care for it. I thought they could have done all right.
I'm not saying it's top 15, but
oh no,
I mean
it's not the worst.
It's not.
Well,
it's not down there. It's not down there with Love and Thunder.
There are several that are worse, but it's in my it's low
bottom
on the
half.
list.
Wow.
No, even worse. I mean, it's like the bottom 4 or 5.
I was going to say your bottom 5.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe we ought to do that. Maybe we ought to do that. Maybe we ought to have a bottom 5 episode.
Yeah.
Of MCU Monday.
I'll say this. I'll agree to disagree with you right now. I didn't like her introduction in the movie though. I'll agree with you there. I did not think that was a good introduction. So it felt kind of out of place too. Like
it was very out of place.
Didn't fit with the story. So
anyway. All right, what's next? We have the 1885 or 1872. 1885 was Back to the Future 3.
This one I like.
Yeah. I
enjoyed this one.
Yeah,
I did too. It was it's Shang-Chi, which I enjoyed. I liked the Shang-Chi movie, so
yeah, we need the sequel.
Kevin, if you're watching,
Been 3 years.
Shang-Chi Part 2.
At least give us an announcement, sir. Come on.
Or look, I've even got the perfect title. It was the first one was Shang-Chi and the Legend of the 10 Rings, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the 11 Rings. Just start building. Just saying. Anyway, no, this one was good because it was Shang-Chi and the Shang-Chi and Kate Bishop in the Old West, and they're looking for his sister. They're looking for her. Is it her parents' killer? Yeah,
Red Hood.
And it's
Yeah,
the Hood.
Which confused me because I thought Red Hood was a DC character.
Well, it's not Red Hood. It's just Hood.
It's just the Hood. Yeah,
It's just the Hood.
Oh,
That happens to have a
maybe
red
that's where I
hood.
got confused.
and see, honestly, the way the character was standing and they showed the face kind of scarred up, I'm like, okay, are we getting Doctor Doom here? Is this where we're getting introduced to Doctor Doom? And
Man, am I glad they
no, it was just his sister. Disappointing. I was disappointed with the end result of it, but I did enjoy. I like the. It was the 10 rings, to where you got to shoot the bell 10 times, and then he'd show up and help you. So he was the 10 rings of the bell. Ha ha ha.
And we got a little introduction to Iron Fist,
Yes.
the little kid.
The
okay.
kid. She even says something about he would have you got to watch him. He's got a great iron fist or something like that. So, yeah, it was good. Scorpion punch. But again, you got to the end of this one, and the Watcher interfered again because he didn't let the little kid die. He saved the little kid from falling off the train. So,
and another reason I like this episode. It got Walter freaking Goggins on there.
Hey, I was wondering if that was
Holy
him.
crap. I about crapped my pants.
Now,
I was like, are you kidding me?
This is the second time he's been in one of the movies or in one of the in a Marvel project. How about that? Because he played the bad guy.
He was in Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Ant-Man and the Wasp. Yeah, he was the guy
right.
He was chasing the lab. He was the guy chasing the lab.
Right. I just thought it was hilarious. I was just because usually I skip the intros, but I wanted to see who all voice actors were coming in this. And when I seen his name popped up, I was like, yes. I love him. He was great in Justified, and he was great in Fallout.
The Shield. He was awesome in The Shield. I'm sorry. One of my favorite shows of all time. I need to rewatch it, actually.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? Wow.
No, The Shield.
No, it's a cop show.
I know. I'm messing with
okay.
Michael Chiklis. Great show. Awesome show.
I don't think I ever watched that.
Oh, so good. So good. Anyway. Yeah. And again, the Watcher steps in and saves the
boy.
kid. Yeah.
Good episode.
It was a good episode. A lot of fun in this
After coming off the last two, this was a good episode.
Yeah.
That's the season. It's like
yeah, well, this season really was. It was like a roller coaster because it was like, okay, this one's bad. Oh, this one was pretty good. Oh, this one wasn't so good. Oh,
yeah, there was on TikTok. There was a lot of complaints about season 3,
and I thought
a lot of people didn't like it.
I didn't like.
There might have been 1 or 2 episodes everybody liked, but that was it.
See, that's the thing. It's like I didn't like season 2, but it's like, is this worse than season 2 or is it a little bit better? I'm not sure yet.
I'd have to go back and rewatch season 2 because
I think season 2. I think there was only a couple episodes I liked of that one. Season 1 I really liked, and then season 2 there was only a few episodes, and season 3 is the same thing. I only liked a few episodes.
Yeah. So,
which is sad because they could have done a lot of cool things.
Yeah.
And it pissed me off with the last episode where they kind of showed little shards, and I was like,
I know.
Those Ghost Rider, Samurai Ghost Rider. Holy crap. Come on.
There were so many things that they could have done, but they spent so much
What if
time.
they did it?
Yeah. Well, and it was they like I said, there were so many things that could have been done, but they opted to create a story. And it was like we don't need. I don't want a story. I want to see these other things over here.
Hopefully, zombies will be good. But
Samurai Ghost Rider, and I mean, even in the comic books, there was some good what if comic books that you could have done that story too. And it's all storyboarded for you. All you got to do is put the voice actors to it. So, all right. Next episode was the Watcher. What if the Watcher disappeared? And here is where we get into the Peggy Carter story.
Captain Carter.
Peggy Carter, that we had, what was her name? Wing, I think was her name. And for the life of me, I'm just sitting here thinking, who is this person? I don't know who this character is. Okay, so you had, there was 4 ladies on the ship, and they were jumping dimension to dimension, and they're saving things. They're helping people out. You got Captain Carter. You've got I don't remember
Birdie.
her. Birdie, not Wing. Birdie. Which God, I wanted to strangle her. I mean, just
I didn't like her. I mean, I know that's Howard the Duck's daughter, but
I didn't even catch that until like the second episode. I'm like, because that's what I was saying. I was like, who is this person, and why do I care about them? I don't. I want them to.
I did like that they brought
100% totally awesome sauce, and I'm like, just shut up.
She is a worse version of I'm blanking on the name from X-Men.
Jubilee.
The teenage girl Jubilee. She's like a more annoying version of her. Jubilee isn't annoying.
At least she has powers that make sense. Where Jubilee
Sparkle.
She
Fire
watch her.
or-
She shoots sparks, people.
I did like that they brought the one lady from season 2 in this episode because
I'd see that was the one I couldn't remember. The Native American.
Yes, because that episode was
Vision.
probably my favorite from last season, or at least one of them. So it's cool to see her.
So she was in the group, and then you had
Storm,
Megastorm, who's wielding Mjolnir.
I liked her. I liked her character. I thought she was pretty cool.
It makes sense that she would have Mjolnir because it's thunder. Storm.
Give me about 30 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
It's coming.
You are not worthy.
It's coming.
But they find the shards. They're having to find a way to get to the 5th dimension so that they can go help the Watcher.
Great musical band, by the way.
The 5th dimension? Is that the let the sun shine? Whoa, let the sun
Aquarius,
shine.
yes.
The Age of Aquarius, yes.
Yes. Great.
Yes.
Go watch.
They're considered a group or a band, but they were great.
They're a group.
Uh-huh.
Go,
Ditto.
Andrew, go watch the music video for Age of Aquarius / Let the Sun Shine In, and wow, just wow. It's definitely a mind trip.
Yeah.
So
We know it's way before your time.
long before your time. But
You mean it wasn't shot in 4K?
No.
by the 5th dimension. That's the name of the group. It's the 5th dimension.
All right,
Anyway,
I found it.
yeah. So anyway, they're trying to get to the 5th dimension. They've got these 3 shards that they're trying to use. They try 3 different things. I don't know why they couldn't have given it to the Native American girl and said, "Here, you hold it. Now create one of your transport portals. You know kind of where it is now because you're feeling it and you're touching it. You make one of your transport portals and we'll just jump through that and we'll be there." No, we've got to go find another Ultron, another Infinity Ultron, an Ultron that has the Infinity Stones that nearly destroyed the multiverse last season. Was it last season or season before last?
I think it was last season.
It was
I don't
last
remember.
Anyway,
And see, I didn't like him because he didn't sound either like James Spade or Paul Bettany.
Paul
It
Bettany.
didn't sound like either one. I was just like, I mean, I watched the intro and I was like, oh, James is not in this.
No.
But I thought, and Paul wasn't in it. And I was like, oh, who the hell are they getting to voice him? And it didn't sound like either one. So I was thoroughly disappointed.
I do like the fact that he didn't look like Ultron. He looked like Vision, because that was what Ultron was ultimately trying to become, was Vision. So, and I like the fact that he realized that even in his alone, there was no peace because he was alone. Oh, Chewie.
She's back there snoring.
That's what I'm hearing. Okay.
So he decides to help them, and he gets them to the 5th dimension. No, he doesn't. I mean, he does, but not before Peggy goes. Peggy went to go find the Ultron herself.
Mm-hmm.
She went by herself, and he said, no, somebody came and beat me and took her. And now they're going to go on a rescue mission to go find Peggy. And everybody's geared up and ready to go. And then we jump into What If, which is the last episode. And it's about 15 minutes of boom, bang, pow, thunk. Michael Bay.
I didn't like this episode.
Michael Bay at his best.
It was rough.
And
basically, they all become watchers.
The Watcher made them all watchers, and then they beat the Watchers, let them know that what they're doing is wrong. What else? Oh, the Watchers destroyed the Mega Vision, Mega Ultron, or whatever. They were going to destroy Peggy. They were going to kill the Watcher, but he's called. It was a lot of. He's a
lot
heretic.
Of drama.
No, it wasn't even drama. It was just, he's a heretic. We got to kill him. Let's fight.
Yeah.
And they all kind of.
And then the 3 Watchers become one.
Yeah, and then Peggy's
next episode. My bad.
And then no, we're in that episode.
Oh, okay.
The 3 Watchers become one. Peggy does the ultimate sacrifice to save her friends and destroys all of them, which in turn not only teaches her friends a lesson about, sacrifice, but also the Watchers. And the Watchers are like, okay, well, maybe we were wrong. Blah, 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 blah. And sappy ending, corny.
I didn't know this is how it worked, but when Peggy was starting to disappear, flake away like Thanos, and then she does her arm back, and it starts reappearing.
So
yeah, it's reverse. I'm like, huh? Didn't know
she was fighting it.
Yeah,
but she's forward in time versus backward in time.
That lets me know if I'm ever in that situation, I'm losing my arm. Just move it forward.
Well, see, I figure if I'm ever in a Thanos snap situation and I start fading this way, if I run this way, I can outrun the snap. So you just run the opposite way. You run the snap.
Well, it's like the people, if something's crashing towards you and they start running this way with the direction, it's it's going to hit you. Run the opposite way.
Run to the side.
Right. It's like, why are you running the same direction? Of course it's going to hit you. Or just stand there and go, It's like...
It's that scene from Austin Powers.
Yeah. No! Move! Yeah.
Anyway, kind of a sappy ending to the series. Again, I wish they would have just said, hey, we're going to take a bunch of what if stories. And I like the idea of the Watcher watching it and him kind of giving insight into each one of them. But then when you start putting a story behind him, you kind of lose me. So if you're going to do that, you might as well call it either Captain Britain or Captain Carter or the Watcher. Whatever, make it about the character. So anyway, that's my thoughts. What if season 3? There you go. A few good episodes, a few more not so good.
Yeah. And some of the bad episodes had brief good moments, but it wasn't enough to save the episode.
Yeah. So anyway, Debbie, final thoughts? Do you have any final thoughts on this?
No, I'm glad this was the final season since they couldn't do it correctly and give us proper what ifs that a lot of people want. I mean, they, like you said earlier, they could have just done the comics.
Yeah.
And, brought them to life, but no. Yeah, season 1 was great. Season 2 and 3, I just liked a few episodes out of the whole kit and caboodle. So it was a bit disappointing. I was kind of hoping for more, but especially with it being the final season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought the episodes could have done more. It felt like they just kind of left a lot on the table, but oh well. Hopefully, Zombies is good. So
yeah, that's
I'm looking
later
forward to
this year.
Zombies.
Mm-hmm. Being mature, I'm excited for that. So
this year or next year?
I think it's this year. I think it's later this year.
It's later in 25. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, we're 2 days away.
So
we're 2 days.
I was just like, is it coming out? I don't know about it.
It is next year, Debbie. Shut up. Yeah. Next year's 2 days away.
Yeah.
Come on.
I just wanted to make sure I wasn't.
Debbie was like, wait, it's coming out tomorrow? Ooh.
Yeah, exactly. I was confused. I was dazed and confused.
It's all right.
Anyway, all right. That being said, Debbie, do we have any shameless plugs this week? Of course we do.
No Sith Dominion, but there's a lot of past episodes you can go look at on their channel.
What? They're not doing a show on New Year's Eve?
No, they tried to do one Christmas Eve, and Dana all of a sudden was like, "Nope, we're not doing it."
I forgot it was a holiday. all the Christmas trees and crap up in the stores just kind of didn't make any sense.
I don't know what he was thinking. Wednesday, no War of the Stars. They'll be back next week, but they have a lot of great episodes you can go check out if you're looking for something to watch. Thursday, we will be back for Skeleton Crew. Yeah, for the new year for Skeleton Crew episode 6. Episode 5 was great, so it'll be
every episode has gotten better and better and better.
Yep.
This is a show that's really good. So Friday,
I haven't heard anything about Federation Friday, so I don't know. The
Snackame.
Thank you. I think they come out in a couple weeks.
Yeah,
they do one show a month. So
right, I was thinking it was the 17th or something like that.
We will get a good hard day on when that's released, and we'll let you know Thursday night.
Well, he posted something, and I meant to write it down, and I totally forgot. But they have 2 episodes they've done, so you can go back and watch those. Saturday, Geek Gauntlet. Are they off still?
No, they'll be back.
They'll be back.
Yeah.
Geek Gauntlet will have a lot to be catching up on.
Yeah, they will. They took like 2 weeks off.
Yeah. This past Sunday, came in focus. Mr. Fur, and I don't know who else was on that show. Were you on that show, Andrew?
I was.
Andrew, yeah.
We had a blast. It was a lot of fun.
They did that, and this Sunday, they are doing 3 movies: The Prince of Egypt,
Ants, and it's the first 3 DreamWorks movies.
Road to El Dorado.
Road to El Dorado, yeah. First 3 DreamWorks movies.
Okay. So there you go. They're doing those 3 Sunday, 9:00 Eastern, on the Cam and Focus YouTube channel. Wow, my mouth does not move today. It's not functioning.
It's okay. You've had the day off. We forgive you.
Yeah.
Hey,
You haven't
I'm
had
a
to
year-
talk till now.
I'm
so
a year older now, so things are
Yeah, that's right.
her mind
just
is going.
downhill really quick.
So for those of you that
Fading
didn't know,
fast.
Debbie did have her birthday on Thursday last week. Was it
Thursday.
Thursday?
Friday.
Friday.
It's my birthday!
So there you go.
I don't want a birthday and Christmas gifts that were merged as one.
So, so yes, Debbie did have her birthday. Happy birthday, Debbie.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday, Debbie.
I'm-
Sweet
I'm
16s
fading
only happen
fast.
once.
Fading fast.
No, you're not.
Like a snap.
You're still sharp as a tack.
Every day Debbie wakes up, it's like,
Yeah, quite literally. I'm like, oh my god, it's really gonna suck when I go back to work Thursday. I'll be like, oh no, because I'm just in that habit of staying up till 1 or 2 o'clock, and then I don't get up till 8 or 9.
that's what I'm doing right now, pretty much.
And
You
so
have to get back
Thursday
in
when
your
I
good
have
sleep schedule. Yeah.
Thursday when I have to get up at 5:45, I'm going to
Ooh.
be dying.
So
It's gonna be fun. Hopefully, I don't have many patients. I forgot to look to see if I had many.
Oh, it's all the
patients.
people that were sick from the new year.
That's all right. I
Andrew,
got
do you
plenty
have,
of mask.
yeah. Andrew, do you have any shameless plugs?
Nope, but we do have a fan question.
Oh, okay, go for
Oh
it.
yeah, forgot.
That was for last week that I forgot about, so we can't miss it 2 weeks in a row.
All right, go for it. What do we got?
That's
Again
from
with
Cam.
homework.
It's from Cam, so it's a little okay, I think. So, it's what he asks. Sorry, Cam. What, in your opinion, makes for a good MCU character? What does a character have to do or portray in order for you to connect with them on a personal level? We're getting deep.
Gotta be something that makes me care.
A good
Yeah.
backstory. You need a good backstory
Mhm.
so that
I
I
think-
can say why do I need to care?
I think
So-
too, you need to have some sort of credibility to where within the comic book world.
Yeah.
Like if you're going to take some kind of really obscure character and make a movie out of them, you've really got to do something special with the story to get me in. I mean, I'll go see it anyways because it's a Marvel movie,
Yeah.
and there are people that are like that. But when you do Captain America and you do Thor and you do Iron Man, those are, and Hulk, those are known characters. Those are well established within the. I mean, any Joe Blow on the street, you could walk down the street and show him a comic book and say, "Hey, do you know who this? Oh yeah, that's the Hulk. I know exactly who that is. That's the big green guy. He turns green, gets mad, and rage monster, right?" So to have somebody that, I mean, when you just pick some kind of weird, obscure, like in Multiverse of Madness, we're gonna pick what's her name?
America Chavez.
America Chavez, and it's like, what? Now, to argue that though, to argue the other way, Guardians of the Galaxy to me, I mean, I knew nothing about, but you had a good, solid story.
James Gunn
that
makes you
movie.
care about the character.
Yeah, you've got something. You're building these characters. They're funny, but not like
Stupid
over the
funny.
top funny.
Right. Yeah.
It's comical
It's the
and
right
it makes
amount.
it warms
Yeah.
your heart because you're laughing at them and you feel bad when they're actually in a sense of peril. And
In
but
my opinion, Guardians is the best trilogy.
then
Yeah.
you look at movies.
And that includes the holiday special, which I rewatched Christmas Day.
Oh, I did too.
was
Nice.
It was still good. I loved it.
But then you get into movies like The Eternals.
Too
and you
much
gotta-
going on in that one.
Well, there's too much going on. There's too many characters. Again, you're dealing with an obscure sect of the characters, and it's just like
It was too long.
I like the
care. I don't
idea of Eternals more than the product.
So it
Well,
was just
And I
Like
think
Dave said,
actors
too
too.
many
You need-
characters to try and get any kind of background as to why do we like them, or why should we care?
I think that was the problem that the DCEU made, was that it was like, okay, we're going to do Batman versus Superman and then Justice League. And it's like, well, why do we care about Cyborg and Flash and Aquaman? All of a sudden they're just there, and it's like, hey, we're here. Hey, come on.
And this is kind of like a secondary
didn't those
thing.
movies come out before?
Not the first Justice League. Aquaman was after. Cyborg never got a movie.
Wonder Woman even came after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the reason why they pushed Justice League out so fast was because Marvel was doing their stuff with like Avengers and everything, and DC was trying to catch up. And so instead of developing the characters, they were like, just here you go.
Throw some crap on a plate and say, here it is.
Yeah. Here's Thanksgiving. And it's like, well, wait a minute.
Why do we care?
Yeah. DC should just not worry what Marvel's doing and just do their own shit and
I don't think
characters properly.
And Gunn,
I think if DC would have sat back on it and just kind of started slowly like they should have. Marvel did the Infinity War and it was done, and then all of a sudden you get Phase 4 and Marvel movies really just started tanking, and DC could have stepped in and said, hey, look, ours is just now taking off, and you catch them on the upside. That could have really worked for them. But no, we've got to catch up as quick as we can. So
yeah, we'll see what Gunn does. I think
the early reports.
He made an announcement today that Jason Momoa will be Lobo.
Yeah.
So
which is kind of like, that was like Momoa kind of, there's an interview with him a couple months ago. Brandon Davis was interviewing him and asking him if he was,
holy
whoa, crap.
Totally took out my microphone.
Chewie.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
I don't think we're going to see Chewie on Thursday.
Sorry, folks.
But in that interview, he's asked if he's Lobo, and he kind of is like, I can't say, da 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 da. It's like, kind of gave it away, but I like it because he's getting to play a character he wants to play.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
I mean, I enjoyed him as Aquaman. I like the Aquaman movies.
Aquawoman. Yeah.
I didn't care for him at all.
I liked the first Aquaman. I liked the first Aquaman. I was not a fan of the second one.
It was all right.
There's too much going on in the first one, and I didn't even bother with the second one. So
yeah, I don't blame you.
I watch all movies.
Anyway, well, folks, that's going to do it for us this evening. Don't forget to check us out on all the social medias. Give us a like while you're over there. Check out all of our great content that we've got on all the platforms: Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok. No,
we're not on X, and we're not on Twitch.
Oh, I didn't say Twitch. I caught myself this time. Okay, so Facebook,
we're on
Instagram,
MySpace and Mastodon and Reddit, and
no.
If you're watching here on YouTube, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Hit the little bell icon for notifications so you know when we do go live. We will see all of you next week right here on MCU Mondays, right here in the new year 2025. We'll see y'all then. Bye, guys.
Shit! Language. No one else is going to deal with the fact that Cap just said language. I know. For gosh sake, watch your language.
That's not going away anytime soon.
You bet your ass.
Steve, you said a bad language word.
Did you tell everyone?
Out with the platinum bastard.
Steve doesn't like that kind of talk.
You know what, Romano?
Fury, you son of a bitch.
Ooh, you kiss your mother with that mouth?